afternoon. It's Quant Trade Edge, and today we're looking at the NASDAQ. Yesterday was this raging trend day that we had, and today we would expect some consolidation. It wasn't your typical consolidation day, but we started with this gap down. And after such a strong day, unless this is a trap and we are just in a bearish market, which, given that we are still in an uptrend of higher highs and higher lows, in fact, this entire leg up is one leg because of this outside bar, which takes the label of the previous bar. It's still just one leg. So really, we have one leg down, we have another leg to come. And so given that we had this gap down, our bias was that we're going to go and fill the gap at some point during the day. Then I wanted to get down to the 1 minute to show you the call that Alex made in the Discord, and he made it a couple of minutes before the open, so that's why I need to have the 24-hour chart here. And basically we have this low at 7:45 a.m. and then we started getting a higher low and a higher low and a higher low. And so it was on this pullback into this zone here that Alex made the call. And that call, we've created this little template to be clear in our communication. Entry 668, first take profit 690, second open, stop loss 650. And 668 is kind of down in here. I think 824 was when he posted it, so it was probably right in here. And then also had another opportunity right before the open, and immediately on this opening run up, he got his 690 target actually in the first minute on the 830 bar itself. And Alex likes to do that to take half of the risk off, to basically make the rest of the trade risk free. If you had an 18-point stop and you took 22 points, the other half is now running risk free. And once this initial 4-minute run-up was complete, we got a very clean ABC down on the 1 minute. A, B, C. And this would essentially be the risk bar for that ABC. And as you can see, this low was not breached. Let me put a trend line across. And this low was 57 and change, and that's why his stop was at 50, to give it some room in case there was a little bit of noise from the open. And then just really good job of being patient and holding with it. And he held it all the way to, let me see. So after he took profit at the second thing was 785. So it was 116 points. So, and I don't believe it ended up being a third TP. It all got taken off at the second TP. 785 was at about 10:30, if I remember right. Right here, 10:24. He would have gotten the 785. So somewhere in this congestion zone, might have been closer to here, just because that looked like a mini 3 pushes. That would be something that would get me out. So great job, Alex. That's a nice patience on that 116-point rally. I was a little more focused on stocks today. I don't tend to like markets when I expect them to be choppy, like they would be after a trend day. So I was looking at individual stocks that had a lot more relative strength to them. And this one here is CrowdStrike, and I had put CrowdStrike up in the homework Sunday night. Let's see if I can even find it. There we go. This was the chart of CrowdStrike I put up in the homework room on Sunday night, and the comment is basically 2 legs complete off the top. The risk bar was pierced on Friday. The risk bar would be this bar here, and it was pierced. If the market in general roars back from the pullback, I'd expect Crowd to lead the pack, given it has the most developed ABC, which is already triggered. And that's exactly what happened. We had an amazing day here, which stopped a few cents off of that high there. And then, we're just continuing through, following with what, basically NVIDIA one day in arrears is what I'm calling it. And, this type of a move is immense on the options. I'd bought a deep in the money at this point, deep in the money January 19th, and, made a double on it within a day. Once I saw this is going even higher, I got rid of the deep in the money, went with out of the money, and got a triple on that today. And those aren't even weeklies. Those are the monthly Januaries. So if someone was more aggressive with weeklies, they could have really caused some damage there. And again, I was looking at a lot of stocks yesterday, and basically they all have this deep ABC pattern. So, NVIDIA had already broken out. CrowdStrike was next. You've got Snapchat. You notice how they all look very similar. They all have ABC patterns down. Shopify, Pinterest, Snow, ITB. This was a little different. This is Microsoft. It's got a little pennant building there. But basically, I was just trying to show that the deep ABC pattern is across a lot of leading stocks. So that's a lot of where I focused today. And upon the open, we got a bald man pattern. And, bald man pattern is just an impulsive bar with no resistance to the left, and then an inside bar, and then we took that out. And typically the inside bar, you want it to stay in the upper half of the first impulsive bar. And you typically go for 2-to-1 on this. We didn't quite get 2-to-1. We got up to 76.50. We needed to get right to about 77. We needed about 50 cents higher. 77.07, something like that. I'm pretty sure we'll get it tomorrow, but that was a great thing there. And then another thing I caught, I didn't catch the trade, but I saw it later, was natural gas. Natural gas has this, had this amazing spike today, but the thing that was really clear here was this final flag. Where's my rectangle? Where was it? Okay, this was the hoagie. Kind of right in this range. Well, I guess not exactly a hoagie, but a very tight range. And then we had a breakout, which immediately failed. And we know that this flat flag is often the final flag in a move. So this was our final move, and it showed us very quickly. And these are it's a 1 minute chart, so all of this played out very quickly. I mean, I guess if we looked at it on a 2 minute chart, same thing. But basically, had you shorted it as we broke down from here, you're talking about 333 down to 317, 16 cents. And that is huge for natural gas. This would have been a natural swing high. 3 cents to make 16. That's your 5-to-1 risk reward in minutes. I mean, literally 130, 104, 30 minutes. So anyway, those were a couple of the patterns that we saw today that were worth noting. Discord, we're working our way through it, learning from people. People are very helpful and telling us what they want to see and how to do it, how to improve it, and we're adding a little bit of structure to it. If you're interested, there are a handful of spots left. We're down into the single digits now, but we'd love to have you, and even just come join the free Discord part. We've got over 300 members in there now, and there's a lot of good conversation going on. So anyway, hope you had a good day trading, and we'll see you tomorrow.